एक मिनट टाइगर, एक मिनट जाओ। अरे क्या झंझू लोग हैं तुम लोग यार, रिव्यू कैसे मिलेगा इसमें? नीचे बैठना छोटे। टाइगर थोड़ा आगे। टाइगर भाई राइट में। टाइगर एक बार टाइगर
स्ट्रेट सामने सर।
टाइगर भाई कैमरा। टाइगर भाई काट दो। टाइगर भाई काट दो। ये।
Envy of Infinity to join us on stage. Can you please have a huge round of applause for them? Now I invite Ms. Seena Corain, Exhibition Head for Times of India, to present. Applause for them, please. Now I invite Mr. Sanjeev Gulati, AVP BCCL, to present floral bouquet to Mr. Lalit Chaudhary. Come on guys, can we have a huge round of applause for them? Okay, moving forward, now I request our dignitaries along with Tiger Shroff and also Ms. Seena Corain and Mr. Sanjeev Gulati for lighting of the lamp.
बोल रहा आगे मत जाओ, तुम बोल रहे बैक देखो।
Now I invite Mr. Saurabh Mukherjee, Director BCCL, to give a welcome address. Can we have a huge round of applause for Sir, please?
On behalf of Times Group, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to Mumbai International Motor Show. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. The morning is bright and I hope the day gets better. We are fortunate to have with us today Mr. Tiger Shroff, one among the most prominent action stars in the industry. Mr. Shroff has graciously agreed to be our chief guest today. We welcome him to the event and we thank him as well for taking out time to attend this event. We have with us today eminent members of the auto industry and we thank them for their trust and patronage over the last many years. As you are all aware, Times of India is the world's largest circulated English daily. We strive to create a meaningful dialogue between brands and consumers. To further enhance the engagement, we create platforms where the brands can showcase their offerings with the existing and potential consumers. MIMS or Mumbai International Motor Show was conceptualized with this objective in mind, and today this is the second largest show in the country in a very short span of time. All this have been possible thanks to support of our esteemed members from the auto industry who have always been there to encourage us by their participation and appreciation. We really feel proud to be the platform of their choice where they can showcase their state-of-art technology and offerings. Right from its inception in 2009, MIMS has been successfully drawing large crowd from auto enthusiasts across the country. This year as well, we will showcase some of the largest global automotive brands here who are displaying their latest offerings. Our objective has been to create a 360-degree infotainment event that goes around automobiles. Apart from cars and bikes, this year we have innovative ideas to enthrall the auto enthusiast. For example, there are sections like vintage car section, we have stunt bikers, and we have modified bikes as well. This year we have also attempted to make the exhibition more interactive. We approached a few of the auto enthusiasts and asked them to share a picture of their modified bikes. We picked up the best entries and you will see them in the exhibition as the days go by. We also have a contest on social media which is generating huge interest levels. I am confident that all of you here would have an enjoyable experience being a part of the Mumbai International Show. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So as we all know that we have a man who is well known for his daredevil stunt making scenes and passionate about cars and bikes since childhood is none other than Tiger Shroff. Can we have a huge round of applause for him once again? So Tiger, we would like to know, we have a mic right there for you. Yes. So we would like to know more about your passion for cars and bikes.
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, ever since I was a child, my father has been, very fond of cars and bikes. So I remember ever since he used to shoot for Hero, he used to have a dirt bike which he had used in the film as well, and he used to have a Fiat back then, which he used in Parinda also, most of his films. He is fond of cars. Throughout the span of his career, he's bought a lot of cars. So I think ever since the first word I ever said growing up was, some sort of a car, I remember. So, because of my father. However, nowadays I'm more to bikes, cycles, especially because of the Mumbai traffic.
Yes.
It's more convenient to ride a bike around. But my father doesn't allow me. So, other than the films, I don't really get a chance to ride a bike or anything. But I'm very thankful that I've got to see a lot of great cars, thanks to my dad's passion for cars. So, yeah.
Okay. So we would also like to know your favorite brand when it comes to cars and bikes. Which is your favorite brand?
My favorite brand when it comes to cars and bikes.
I know, too difficult.
Sorry?
Too difficult to name.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great models and so many great brands. Can't name any. But I don't know. I think I like Yamaha very much. Yamahas is nice. Really, I don't know too many, but I'm aware that all of them are just equally fantastic brands.
Okay, last one. We would also like to know your experience when it comes to car and bike in your action movies.
Well, in my action movies, more than car and bikes, ज़्यादातर हाथ पैर चलाता हूँ. So it's very rare that I've had an action sequence with cars and bikes. But in general scenes and all, I get a chance to ride bikes. Bullet Enfield is a bike that I first rode in my first film, and in my second film, Baghi, also I got a chance to ride the Enfield. This is the only bike I've ridden thus far.
Okay, thank you so much, Tiger. Now I would like to ask Mr. Lalit Chaudhary that what he is looking forward at MIMS 2017. So we would like to know what you're looking forward at this MIMS this year.
So we're the dealers for roughly luxury brands in the city, and we've always enjoyed advertising with the Times of India group because the reach is unmatched. For us, participation in a show like this is a unique opportunity to showcase various brands that we distribute. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to Tiger's list of favorite brands, but hopefully, as he sees the cars and bikes, he'll like some of what we put out there. So we're looking forward to showcasing some of the latest models to various patrons who might come and visit at the show.
Okay, thank you, sir. So I'm sure all my friends, media friends, are waiting to know a few things more about Tiger when it comes to cars and bikes. So the floor is open for all our media friends. Here we go. Yes, one by one, we'll have the mics.
Hi, Tiger. Morning.
Hi, sir.
आपकी पहली बाइक या कार कौन सी थी? Which was the model and how many bikes or car you own?
I don't own any bike or anything. So my father has a bike और मेरे पास एक गाड़ी है Chevrolet Cruze. I don't like fancy cars, especially in Mumbai. आजकल क्योंकि there's no space to ride, fast vehicles or drive fast vehicles, and I'm a big believer in safe driving. I don't like noise pollution, so I don't like to honk or anything. So एक decent simple सा छोटा गाड़ी है मेरे पास, वो चलाता हूँ कभी.
सबसे पहले कभी when did you learn in fact driving and when was the first time like you?
बचपन से मुझे याद है पापा का बैठ के चलाता था गाड़ी. I used to think I used to drive. He used to drive the car and I used to just hold the steering and sort of, think that I used to drive the car. But I learned how to drive shooting Hero Bandi. हाँ जी.
Next question.
Anyone? The mic is right there, left side.
Hi Tiger, this
Hi,
is
ma'am.
Priyanka.
Hi.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Recently, on your birthday only, Mr. Ram Gopal Verma tweeted that, you should learn machoism from your dad and he poses more like a man than you
Right,
do.
right.
So, your mother also reacted to it.
Right.
What's your take on that? What do you have to say about that?
I can never be half the man my father is. I mean, he's the original hero, and even if I tried, I could never be like my father. But I think everybody has a freedom of speech, and he's, a senior director. There's not much I can say to him. But I try to be my own individual, and I try to be different and express my individuality as much as I can. That being said, some may appreciate my artistic expression, some may not. So yeah, to each his own, man. It's really fine.
So Tiger, when you say so that you are not a huge big biker and all that, you don't, you are a safe, you drive safe. So which is that thing what prompted you to come to this motor show? Which is that thing what attracted?
A lot of my friends, of course my father, have always been fascinated by cars and all, and they're beautiful to look at, So I like, they're very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So yeah, I like watching and admiring just these beautiful creations, really.
So Tiger, a lot of sports related to this motor car and show is happening now in India. So where do you see India in competing to the car racing and all that?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
A lot of sports related to car racing is happening in India now. Recently, the Grand Prix car racing happened in Noida and all that. So where do you see India in car racing arena?
I really don't know much about car racing, sir. But I'm sure with the exposure we're getting to these vehicles, and we've always had a lot of talented drivers. As far as I'm aware, I know Nirayan Karthikeyan sir is a fair racer, and he was in the Formula One. So I think now that we're getting the exposure to these vehicles, a lot of drivers can get a chance to experience them, and hopefully now that we have a circuit in Noida, like you said, if we can practice, I'm sure, yeah, there's a bundle of talent here.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Do we have any more? Okay, we'll take two more. Yes, two more.
Hello. Recently the Tiger Shroff.
I can't hear you, sir. अब यहाँ के बोल दो ना.
What is your comment about people who are threatening women in the society? What would you like to say to them?
Threatening women in society.
There is a lot of bullying happening.
On social media is trying to.
I think that's a very uneducated thing to do, sir. Yeah, there's not much I can say. It's obvious for everybody to know. I mean, that's a very niche thing to do. I think, yeah, maybe it should be a little more strict, I believe everybody does have the freedom of speech, but, there are some limits that should be crossed, and it's sad that some people aren't aware of that and aren't educated enough. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone for being part of this inauguration ceremony at MIMS 2017. I also thank Tiger sir and all our dignitaries for being part of it. Thank you so much.
यहाँ से सर यहाँ पे सर यहाँ पे टाइगर यहाँ पे टाइगर यहाँ पे
Like I mentioned earlier, sir, ever since I was a child, my father has been very fascinated about cars, and he used to have all these lovely cars. I think, he keeps telling me, you shouldn't. He was foolish when he was young. He said he used to keep buying cars instead of, investing in other things. But now that he's older and wiser, he keeps telling me, Tiger, every time you earn money, you should invest in land or a house rather than vehicles and this and that. But growing up, I've just been surrounded by all his great cars, and I've just been fascinated. I mean, they're nice to look at, but me personally, I'm very much into cycles, or I like to run.
Bikes and cars, but आपको बहुत ज़्यादा not very passionate.
क्यों सर?
बचपन से आप अपने dad के साथ used to go for ride and drive actually.
You're right. क्योंकि मैं खुद बहुत तेज़ भागता हूँ ना, तो I usually like running from Bandra to Juhu, Bandra to Khar, distances which I can travel. I like to run, but I do have a cycle which I ride every now and then in the night. I didn't hear you. I didn't see it. I don't know. Well, every woman should be like Sunny Leone. Wow, I don't. What's my take on that? I don't know. How do you feel about that? I think. Honestly, I think every woman is beautiful and special in her own way. She doesn't have to be somebody else. I always urge people and youngsters to, believe in their individuality. So you should be just proud to be in your own skin and who you are. And yeah.
He's very close to your dad, in fact. He's very
Ram
close
sir.
to your dad. Yeah, that is what I mean.
Yeah, they just did a film together. Sarkari and Nangila, of course. They've done great films.
बचपन से देखा है तो कभी कोई ऐसी चीजें डिस्टर्ब हो जाती है like each time
जहाँ तक मुझे याद है, मैं कभी मिला नहीं उनसे, तो I don't know, sir. I haven't met him personally, as far as I recall. So, but I wish my father and the whole team of Sarkar 3 all the best.
When was the first time you put your hand on the steering?
Last question.
I was about 1 or 2 years old.
जिस तरीके से आज के टाइम में वीडियो बन रही है कार्स को लेकर बाइक्स को लेकर आप भी फ्यूचर कुछ इस तरीके की मूवी करेंगे कुछ ऐसा फ्यूचर में आपने प्लान किया है
Sorry, I didn't get.
The kind of movies you are getting, like bikes or cars,
शायद, पर फिलहाल मुझे मार्शल आर्ट्स में मज़ा आ रहा है सर. आई लाइक हाथ पैर चलाने में मज़ा आता है सर, rather than cars.
Tell about your future project, what's happening?
So right now I'm working on Munna Michael. Munna Michael is almost finished. इसके बाद Student of the Year 2 शुरू होती है. उसके बाद बागी 2 में उस रहा हूँ. बस I just have these 3 films right now. Very fortunate.
Thank you.